Congo is burning. Huh? Congo is burning. But I'll have this to say about Congo and why Congo is burning. And Congo, I think the crisis in Congo will continue for a very long time because Congo is surrounded by hypocrites and other failed regimes. If you look at the presidents around countries surrounding Congo, from Cameroon, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Rwanda, Burundi, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Somalia, Southern Sudan, Northern Sudan, and so on, or in short, the Eastern African, Central African community, the COMESA countries. All these countries have presidents with very bad record and poor records. And these are presidents who cannot stop war. Once war starts, they cannot stop. Like we had a good president in Kenya, that is Uhuru Kenyatta. And when Uhuru Kenyatta was in Kenya, he did interventions in Congo. He sent the military there. And everything was good. Congo was at peace. There was no any war when we had the EAC military there. But immediately William Ruto took power, they decided to withdraw the military from Congo. And you can see the last batch of military left in December 2024. And you can see even 1 month has not ended before war breaks out in Congo. And you can see this is an agreement between presidents who have bad track record. The East African community currently have got no president with moral. William Ruto is a man who participated in YK92, is a man who fueled the 2007 post-election violence, and many other bad things he has done in his own country to be trusted that he can bring peace in Congo. When you go to Rwanda, Paul Kagame is a man behind the genocide in Rwanda that happened, and over almost 1 million people were killed and over millions displaced. So you can say Paul Kagame is just another murderer. He cannot help Congo. You go to Tanzania, Samia Suluhu is a woman who oversaw the assassination of a president. I'll call it assassination because Magufuli died in unclear circumstances. Up to now, we don't know what killed Magufuli. He'll tell us Ugonjwa wa Moyo and many other stories, but it's very unclear on how a strong leader, a leader who was healthy, all of a sudden died in office. We are not clear how. Yoweri Museveni is a person who went into to the office through a coup. He was in the bush causing guerrilla warfares. In 1986, he overpowered the government of Milton Obote. He overthrew it. So you can see, and he's a president who has been doing so many evil up to this point, whereby even when you try to vie as an opposition in Uganda, it's a crime. You end up in jail. You go to Somalia, the current president of Somalia, I think he's one of the most used leader by Al-Shabaab. He was part of Al-Shabaab. He was part of the insecurities you see in that country. When you go to Sudan, the current president of Sudan, Salva Mayardit Kir, have been a rebel. He has been fueling war in southern Sudan. And in fact, he led to splitting of Sudan into two in the name of they wanted to be independent. But you can say southern Sudan currently is at frequent war every now and then because it means the problem was not Sudan being a single country. The problem was the current president and his other rebels. So they keep fighting and telling us they are independent. But for sure, Darfur and the rest of Sudan is not independent because bad leadership. Salva Kiir is not the man to offer solution to Sudan. You go to the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, he has been fueling war from the Omoro group, his tribe, to fight the government before, and that's how he became the prime minister, through that frontier of guerrilla. So you look at the leadership in Eastern Africa, or the commercial region. You go to Cameroon, it's unstable. You go to Gabon, very unstable. You go to Equatorial Guinea, unstable. Very old presidents, heading to 100 years. People who have stayed in office for over 45 years. The Central African Republic, very unstable. So with all those surrounding, you can see that's the effect why Congo is cannot get a solution. And not only Congo, even Somalia, we cannot find any solution. You go to Sudan South, Sudan North, we cannot get any solution. You go to Ethiopia, they are always in tribal clashes, you cannot get any solution. For Kenya and Tanzania, what is holding them together is the spirit of constitutionalism. At least we have a constitution that guides that country. But without a constitution, there is no any difference between Kenya, Tanzania, and the rest of East African countries. So what I like to talk about is about Congo. You see, the issue to do with Congo are fueled by East African leaders. And the Arusha Declaration of 2023 was illegal to withdraw the EAC community army there. Because Congo itself is being headed by a warlord. President Tshisekedi has been in many governments. He was in the government of Joseph Kabila. He was in the government of Kabila's son. So whatever he's doing, he is perpetuating or is continuing with the spirit of the Kabilas and defending the Kabilas. And the Kabilas have been the thorn to the skin of the Congolese. That's why you saw Congo people attacking embassies of countries, and the first country to be attacked was Kenya, because Kenya is one of the countries that is influencing war in Congo. You can see even President Ruto took a phone call and discussed with President Macron of France. So I wonder, why is he going to France to find solution in France? Yet, hapa Kenya, we have the solution for Congo. Also, France cannot give Congo solution, yet we have a lot of demonstration in France, Marseille and Paris, by the youths demanding good leadership from their own government. So President Ruto, please sit down as East African criminal presidents. You sit down and you agree whether you want to end wars in Congo or you want to continue killing people in Congo. In fact, Congo, the rebels are being supported by the Rwandan government, and no any president has come out to castigate President Kagame for fueling the war in Congo. Instead, I see President Ruto calling Kagame and telling them to discuss with the DRC to end the war. Why should they discuss with the DRC? It's President Ruto to tell Rwanda to recall their military that has already entered DRC illegally to cause war in DRC, to recall their military with immediate effect. It's not a request, it's a command. Else, Rwanda should see dust. Otherwise, we will assume that all East African presidents approved Rwanda aggression in DRC Congo.